So, I mean, I grew up in India, um, raised in a family who had like strong spiritual foundation.
Mhm.
So I started doing mantras and um, doing prayers and stuff like when I was really young. I don't know how young I was, probably 4 or 5 should be the case. And we traveled a lot. We traveled a lot to spiritual destinations. So there was a lot of vacations happening. It's just like not the kind of vacations that usually people would be taking.
Mhm.
Right.
So it had like a complete purpose. And the purpose was never leisure. It was to go to a spiritual place and praying. That was the purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
So people have all sort of engagements happening. Plus, on top of that, the grind for money that takes time.
Right.
Yeah. So on top of all of that, so that's why people like Osho, they said meditation is the biggest luxury. It's for
Mhm.
people like
Mhm.
who have like ample time in their hand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And they have their survival things met, their needs met, their wants
Right.
met, and they're like in a place where like, oh, you know what? I realize, even if I get what I want, I'm not going to be happy. But you need to
Mhm.
be in a certain place in order to reach there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You have to
To
have the
recognize.
stuff and realize it. Right. I want to try and think
Mhm.
of any problem that could happen and have a plan in place, and that I end up being stagnant because you cannot in any way predict every single thing that could happen and create a plan for it.
Yeah.
So I can relate.
No,
I can
no,
relate to that.
no. The thing is, life, so to speak, is more of how it's a course correction. The
Mm-hmm.
nature of it is course correction
I like that.
and constant adjustments. Constant adjustments because we are dealing with something that is complex and dynamic and emergent in nature. The life situations emerge, and the interdependencies and the interconnected factors can be, maybe we know it, maybe we don't know it. Still, we are working with emerging scenarios.
We even have TV shows like called The Have and the Have Nots. It's like, you have or you don't have. But I think the
That's hilarious.
general concept is like, okay, once you have it, and we've learned this, like you work hard and then you get the thing that you desired. And once you have it, it's like, okay, well, I got it. Now I'm used to it. So after that I need something next now.
Yeah,
And
or something next, or I maybe what you have is not even like sustainable, but
right,
you now go have to do more
right.
to
Yeah,
So
sustain
that
what
you
you
can
have
have
because you got
right.
attached to what you
exactly.
have. By that time, that frustration and everything kicks in, you can feel probably like some
Uh-huh.
sort of a kind of fatigue and
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm just kind of really yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
me
so
on most days by about 3 p.m.
yeah, so you can just kind of unclench the jaw, like instead of like do this, like you know, as
Mhm.
soon as you do that, like there is a sudden shift because the vagus nerves get activated. The vagus nerve is responsible for sending oxygen to all the organs within the body. So as soon as you activate the vagus nerve, you suddenly feel a tender need to take more oxygen into your
Okay.
system because vagus nerve is literally like start getting activated and sending oxygen. So then guess what? So there is a sudden shift in breathing that happens as a natural extension of you unclenching the jaw. It kind of feels even suffocating if you're not taking deeper breaths.
Right.
So he was like, "Hey man, just why don't you come over to this event?" So I didn't know much people, but I went to the event, and then I just saw her there, but didn't speak to her or something. So after a few days, we just kind of I saw her on Facebook as a recommendation. So I guess
Mm.
Facebook played a role.
So
And
you
then I
slid
just
your
messaged.
DMs.
I
Yeah,
love
there is like beauty to all this technological stuff too. It's not one thing or another. It's like there's a lot of stuff. I make use of technology. I learn all the stuff that I'm talking to you guys about through technology.
But then there are people who just kind of waste away their life in
Right.
technology too. So it's
Right.
not
Yep.
either technology is good or bad. It's just what you make of it.
Right.
Exactly.
How you use
I'm
it.
glad that we made that tech connection.
Yes.
Because
Look at
There you
that.
go.
That
You
is
showing. Oh man.
beautiful.
That's the, now you on the back porch.
yeah, I'm in the front porch like
The
right
Front.
front
now.
porch.
That's
God.
beautiful. Wow,
I,
that's beautiful.
my front porch.
Um,
I can show you another house.
Oh,
well,
wow.